All right, everybody. Today was an emotional day. I will be totally honest with you. Holy shit. Yeah, today was a little emotional. I kind of lost my cool in the Discord a little bit, but again, I don't think I lost it too bad. I kind of kept my composure because, again, trading in general is very stressful, regardless, right? We all agree to that. But again, trading live in front of a community can be even more stressful. It adds a little bit more stress on top of it, especially when you make stupid mistakes. Now I go back and look at it. I know I made a stupid mistake. Regardless, after the trade, too, I knew it was a stupid mistake because I traded before news. But again, I lost way more than I was supposed to. I was risking around $200 in the trade. I ended up losing $390 per account. So double the loss because of how news dropped. I got filled way lower on the candle that dropped down. And yeah, I mean, it was a big mistake, and that's part of it. But again, I don't know. It's very stressful in general, just trading live in front of people and trading at the same time. And again, you want to be right as much as you can for people. You made a mistake today. I accepted the risk at first of thinking, hey, if worst comes to worst, I'll lose $200. But news had a huge candle. I don't know why I traded before it. I literally said before market open, I'm not trading until news drops. And I saw the perfect setup, and it ended up fucking me over. And again, we learn from our mistakes. We keep doing them until we learn from them. And this is going to be one of those times where I definitely learn and probably never going to do it again, hopefully. But again, let's go into the trading day. I ended up taking 2 trades today, 1 huge loss and then 1 winner to get a little bit of the profits back. We still ended red on the day, but let's go over the first trade. So first trade, we came into market open, right? Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. All right, first trade, we came into market open. We said we had all our draws and liquidity marked out, right? NASDAQ already took out all these draws over to this side at pre-market, so I thought, hey, we could continue up. I originally wanted to react off this 4-hour fair value gap that we came and filled and then continue up and continue into this 4-hour fair value gap above, but that didn't want to happen today. So let's cut this off. All right, as we can see, market open, right? Market open. Right here, market open, we came up and we ended up breaking structure to the upside on the 5-minute time frame. So I was like, cool. We came down, we swept out a high time frame draw on liquidity in London session lows, and we came into a 4-hour fair value gap. We most likely are going to continue up, right? So we broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. We broke structure on the 5-minute time frame on ES, as you can see right here. And we had our 5-minute retracement. I scaled down to the 1 minute right away, right? So I'm scaled down into the 1-minute time frame. I didn't see this 15-minute fair value gap. I'll be totally honest. So this was marked out. We literally reacted off of this. This should have been the trade to take. And I'm going to go in depth on that later in the day in the Discord on my iPad. I'll go in depth on what I should have done off of that. We're going to X this out for now because I didn't see it. So I didn't see this 15-minute fair value gap. My bias was so set on sweeping out these lows, going into this 4-hour fair value gap, continuing higher, taking out all these draws and liquidity above, targeting this 4-hour fair value gap above, right? So I'm scaled down into the 1-minute time frame. We broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. We're continuing up. I'm on the 1-minute time frame on NASDAQ also. We'll mark this out too because, again, I'll explain that later in the Discord. But as you can see, we come up. We have a bullish fair value gap that gets respected. Before the macro, still didn't take a trade yet. We came back in, macro opens up, we respect it. We inverse this 1-minute fair value gap, then we inverse this 1-minute fair value gap, right? And we came into, equilibrium. Listen, this is an A+ setup for me. We swept out a high time frame draw on liquidity, reacted off of a 4-hour fair value gap. We broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. We had our 5-minute retrace, scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. Look for our continuation confluences, right? Our continuation confluences here were we respected a bullish 1-minute fair value gap. We're still bullish on the 1-minute time frame. We respected bullish 1-minute equilibrium, and then we inversed 2 bearish fair value gaps, right? We're disrespecting bearish confluences to the downside. I entered the trade like a dumbass. I'll be totally honest. I'm going to swallow my ego here. I was wrong. Totally wrong. And that's totally normal in trading, right? I don't think this is considered a stupid trade. The only thing I consider stupid was I entered before news, right? We didn't take out any of the highs. Only highs we took out were pre-market. We didn't take out the 15-minute highs yet and form an S&T off them. I thought we could continue higher First take profit could have been this 15-minute high, and then I thought at least if we did that, we'd probably continue up and take out all these draws above and continue into the 4-hour fair value gap while ES came out and took out these highs and maybe continued higher also, right? That was wrong. That was my bias in the beginning of the day. I entered off of that candle right here. Like a dumbass. I entered at 9:54, 6 minutes before news. I couldn't wait 6 minutes. I'll be honest. Like this is part of trading. I show the real truth, the real reality of it. I made a mistake. I'm learning from it. I'm still learning and growing. I never say I'm the best trader, but again, it's part of the game, right? I was wrong. So as you can see, I wanted to target at least this fair value gap up here, the 4-hour. This could have been maybe if you wanted to set price to break even, or again, I probably wouldn't have take profit here because again, my stop loss was literally below this fair value gap, below this low. So this wasn't even a 1-to-1. So you could have set price to break even if you want. I was honestly going to take profit here and up here, right? I think this was a 15-minute high and a 1-hour high. I wanted to target those with that 4-hour bearish fair value gap. This would have been a 1 to 3.82 risk to reward on this trade. I thought news was going to at least send us up, but again, sent us in the complete opposite direction. We were risking 27 points, guys. Put this in perspective. Tell me if this would make you go on tote. We were risking 27 points. We're on 7 PA accounts right now. We're still trying to grow them. I've had these for a month now. We're on 7 PA accounts. I was supposed to risk around $200 per trade, right? We got filled all the way down at the bottom, almost. We lost 62 points instead of 27 or whatever it was. 27, right? Was it? No, wait. Yeah, below these lows. Around 20 points. 64 points compared to 20 points. I was down 390 per account. It was not a good feeling. Again, don't know what to say. That's not a good feeling. I've lost a little bit more than double the amount I should be losing, right? On one trade. Mistake was made. That's literally me targeting like a full take profit or a TP1 or literally maybe a whole trade for a 1 to 2. So again, I was already emotional off of that. But when you're trading live in front of people, this is just my perspective, it makes it more stressful, right? I made a mistake, number 1. I took a dumb trade, number 2. And then number 3, you have people saying that, again, that it wasn't a smart trade to take. Why did you take that? Again, that's not a good... I shouldn't even read the chat, honestly, but again, it makes it more stressful on top of the situation. And, yeah, wasn't feeling too good. So emotions were all over the place. I didn't want to even look to enter another trade because I was down so much. But then I saw us break structure on the 5-minute time frame on ES, as you can see. So let's go to ES, and we broke structure on the 5-minute time frame on NASDAQ. So we broke structure on the 5-minute time frame right here on NASDAQ, and then on ES, we broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. After respecting that 15-minute that I saw us respect, we ended up breaking structure to the downside on the 5-minute time frame, right? We formed a 5-minute bearish fair value gap. We formed a 5-minute bearish fair value gap. We formed a, here's the 5-minute here. Ended up respecting it, came down, broke structure to the downside, right? I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. ES didn't form an S&T off these lows. We already took out these lows, actually, anyway. We started continuing down. It looks like we wanted to push right through this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, which we did. Price was just skyrocketing down. It looked like we wanted to target these 1-hour lows at least. So here's the 1-hour lows on NASDAQ and the 15-minute lows. First take profit was the 15-minute lows. Second take profit was these hourly lows at this 15-minute fair value gap below. So what I did, again, we respected that 5-minute fair value gap coming down. We broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. Again, I saw that we ended up coming into equilibrium. We had a big selling pressure off of it. I didn't enter yet off of this trade because, again, I was emotional. I didn't want to enter another trade because I already took such a big loss today. But again, my rule is 2 trades and that's it. The first trade was unfortunate. I'm going to take a trade regardless throughout the week or the month or something. We're going to take another trade regardless. There's a setup that presented itself. Price looks like it wanted to continue down. I took the trade. All right. I ended up putting a limit order around this area after price came down. So I didn't enter right off of this candle. I would have entered off here first if I wasn't emotional. But again, I was like, all right, if price wants to come back up, tap us in, stop people out at break even, then we'll enter. I put my stop loss above these highs, risking around 20 points again. Price ended up coming back up, tapped us in, came down, then it ended up coming back up again. I almost shit my pants right here. And then price started to dump back down again. We respected this 1 minute fair value gap. Took out our first take profit. I took one off here, took one off here, and then I took the rest of my positions off at this 1 hour low, hitting a 1 to 2.59, and I think this was around a 51 point trade with taking partials. So, yeah, we were down 390 per account, and then we ended up getting most of that back and ending the day minus $54 per account. So emotional day, just trading wise and just in trading in front of people. Again, trading is really emotional, number one. Number two, trying to set an example and do the right things and hit trades and just be right most of the time in front of people. That's even more pressure on top of it. And I know I signed up for this, but again, I've been working on controlling my emotions and stuff like that. But again, I'm being recorded live on social media, on YouTube, and in the Discord in front of people. So again, when you take a big loss that's really unexpected, I know it's trading. Again, we all can hide the real way we react if we're not in front of a camera. But again, if you're trying to become a influencer or be a mentor and stuff like that on social media, you have to show the real reality of trading. And again, I didn't flip out today. I didn't punch a hole through my computer, which I've done before. But again, I think I kept my composure for the most part. But again, just it's like triple the stress when you got to trade in front of other people also, especially when you make a stupid mistake like that and take a big loss. So again, apologies to the Discord today if I acted out of place. But again, it's part of trading, guys. I'm just trying to set a good example and just do the right thing and show the real reality of trading. But I don't know. I'm going to go hit the gym. I'm going to eat some food. I need to clear my mind a little bit because I want to go back and reevaluate today and get an in-depth recap of today's trade and go over everything and just overall clear my mind on everything, right? Because again, today was an emotional day. It's part of trading. It's part of life. And there's nothing else we could do. So other than that, appreciate everybody's like and subscribe. Hopefully learn a little bit from this video. And again, guys, I know trading's emotional. It's part of the game, but we got to remember it's not the end of the world. The market's always going to be there. We always can trade another day. But again, part of it. Appreciate it. And like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.